So what I would do is I would go to my info package. Sorry, I have to bring this order date into my selection. How do you bring in? Go to fields, order date. It's what dates. What is this field? 8. Okay. Go to right. I want it as what? Activate. I start getting this order date here. Okay. Now, if I give it as 2014 0901 here. Sorry, 0109. Output it. Let me see whether it extracts those because it is taken output format. Otherwise, I'll have to change it. It is converting, no problem. So now it has just brought in those 2 records. If you see this, how many records? There are only 2 records with this date combination, right? So it has brought in those 2 records. Clear? Okay. But what I want to do is I don't want to fix this again. For next day, what should I do? Malli 10th Jan 2014 11th daily marchala daily marchakudadu annattu. So nakem kavalante I would like to write my code which can dynamically fill that current date for it. How do you write? Now there's something like type here. What is the text box here? Type of variable, expand F4 and say what is it? I would like to specify the selection. Should simple aim consider it. With the above code, what should I say is my field name is order date key. Okay. And from value should be what? Current date. From and can I say from as low value? Yeah, that's it. So I should say for order date key field, low value should be current date and Japal. And that's what you write in English. Yeah. So how do we write this on ABAP? Yeah. Say dynamic, or I can say current date, some routine name. So when you do this, it automatically takes you to an ABAP editing screen or ABAP editor where you can start writing your logic. Okay, you don't have to do anything. Just get to this line just before that modify. Okay, and then you just have to do something. What? See, it's already given. Like say, this logic is getting executed for which field was? Order date key, and already logic Rajesh Nadu. He has written almost entire code. Only thing is for low what you want, you can just assign it. Okay, so I'll say like this. Now copy this table L underscore T underscore range hyphen low equal to what current date. How do you get current date? There is system variable which always gives you current date. Side data manu untundi. And in ABAP every line should end with a dot. Okay, adu. Now should I say this is equal to? Normally when you say low and high you will say between, but when you are saying only low it should be what? Equal to anjappu. So I will say again hyphen opt equal to what? EQ. EQ ante equal to this current date. So where order date, see already where order date key is equal to current date. Okay. And I told you cannot include exclude, it should be always include, right? For specifying, I should specify that also. L underscore T underscore range hyphen sign indicating what? I ante include, E ante exclude, but E and Rasek it will be always include only. So sign should be include, opt is equal to debug does not have a is opt kaadu. This is option. Okay. So I just have to assign 3 parameters first. Assign sign should be include. I ante include. Option should be what? Equal to low. Suppose if you want to give range from value to value, then you say low is equal to current date, high is equal to current date plus 2 అని రెండు రేంజ్లు ఇవ్వాలనుకున్నాను. Then your option will be what? Between. ఇది ఫిక్స్డ్ అన్న నువ్వు రియల్ టైంలో రా ఇక్కడ రా ఇవ్వడం ఇట్లా రాయాల్సింది. సైన్ ఈక్వల్ టు ఏమిటి వాడు క్యాప్స్ రాసే సంబంధం లేదు. సైన్ ఆప్షన్కి లోకి హై. నా సేమ్ ఐ నీట్ అసైన్ ఇట్ హై ఆల్సో. HIGH హై equal to what? What do you want? As of in this scenario, do you want anything high? High is nothing but to value first. Low is nothing but from value. This scenario, high even kavalna. What you can do, just select this line as a comment. If you start with the line with star, the line is commented. That's it. So I don't need high in this case. I'm not using. If I want high, I could have used it. And that's a syntax check. That's it. For this coding, do you need above purpose? If you can be logical, that's it. You don't need anything. You can learn on fly, okay? Say save, that's it. See, now I have not specified any value. There's a routine written in, okay? So this takes care. Now let me run this load. Shall I run this load now? It will show me 20, but that's a bug. But what is the request here? What is this? 221. Yeah. But if you go to my data source and look at the request 221, see how many records it is bringing in. That is one proof. Okay, you can see those two records. What is it? 9/1/2014. Yeah. One more proof is you can also see it here. You can select this request, go to the header tab. Here you get to see with which selections it has run. Order date key is equal to 2014-01 selections of range. ఇంతకుముందు చూడు, ఇంతకుముందానికి the range, ఇంతకుముందు it run with this. అంటే in the monitor itself I can see the what selections it has run with this. So now every day, now technically your info package is full update. Yes or no? You will get to see full, but logically is it delta? Because I'm not bringing everything. I'm only bringing only the records which has been modified or created today. Because my order key date would give me the changed record or created record from that. Any issues here? Now what I want is, I would like to debug and see how it is calculated. Why did I write L_T_range? Why did I do all this? How did I know sign, option, all this? Now look at this. I'm getting into this. Let me just say, right, if you want debug, I'll say breakpoint. Just put a breakpoint here. Save in. Okay, kodte coding akkadiki velli agutundi annattu. Now start. Right, start with the breakpoint, automatically coding runtime. Now it is running. At the runtime it has stopped at the breakpoint. Now em kavalante nike? You have something called L_T_range. Adoka table annattu. You can see this. L_. It is underscore actually. Okay, boss. It's like a table. If you put square brackets, it will show it as a table for you. How many records are there already, boss? 1. Double click. Inga assign jayalenu. Em assign inga execute jayale code. A table lopaliki. If I double click on this to see the table content. So table level chudana, row number 1, don't know Infopackage now here. Only what is field name is already there, sign is already there, and what is this? Option equal is already there. But only thing is low is blank. But I thought this is not there, and I have assigned that those also. Ninenjilla e table lo e record ki bettal goes. Low value bettal, em bettal current date bettal goes. So what will I do now? Let me. So for that, what I have done. This is not like a database table. If I open this table in SC11, I will not be able to see. In ABAP, they have a concept called internal table. Internal table, this is like table laga untundi. This will have memory allocated only during runtime of the program. Program run time lone దీనికి memory allocated లేదు మళ్ళీ కనపడదు. Okay, so this is like internal table with this value. అప్పుడే చేసి ఆ table లో, so whenever you want to insert value, table name -column. ఆ టేబుల్లో నీకు ఏ కాలం కావాలి, సైన్కి ఐ పెట్టాలి, ఆప్షన్కి ఈక్వి ఆల్రెడీ ఉంది, ఉండకపోతే నేను పెడుతున్నాను. ఓకే, లోకి ఏం పెట్టాలి బస్? L_T_range I లో అంటే ఈ టేబుల్లో ఈ కాలంలోకి కరెంట్ డేట్ పెట్టాలి అంటున్నాను. ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ దిస్ లైన్. ఇప్పుడు ఈ లైన్ ఇంకా ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ కాలే. ఈ లైన్ ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అయితే అప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది చూడు, రాలేదా? హెడర్లో ఉంటుంది. ఒక్క నిమిషం. వచ్చింది డేట్ ఆర్డర్ డేట్ ఐ ఈక్వల్ టు వచ్చిందా ఫ్రమ్ ఇయర్ ఐ పుట్ దట్ ఇప్పుడు మాడిఫై అన్నప్పుడు యాక్చువల్గా నువ్వు ఇప్పుడు ఇన్సర్ట్ చేస్తూ టెంపరీ లొకేషన్లో ఉంది వెన్ సే మాడిఫై ఫ్రమ్ దర్ ఇట్ గెట్స్ ఇన్ టు టేబుల్ యాక్చువల్లీ F5 ఉంటా ఇప్పుడు నేను టేబుల్కి వెళ్తే ఈజ్ ఇట్ మాడిఫైడ్ నో అంతే నువ్వు ఆ టేబుల్కి ఎంట్రీ ఫార్మ్ చేస్తున్నావు అమ్మా వాట్ ఆర్ ద ఎంట్రీస్ యూ ఫార్ములేట్ ఇన్ దిస్ టేబుల్ దట్ విల్ గెట్ బ్యాక్ టు యువర్ సెలెక్షన్స్ ఆటోమేటిక్ ఈ టేబుల్ స్ట్రక్చర్ ఫిక్స్డ్ అనమాట ఫీల్డ్ నేమ్ సైన్ ఆప్షన్ లో అనేది హై అనేది ఫిక్స్ ఆ లో హై సైన్ ఆప్లో నీకు ఏమేం కావాలో అసైన్ చేసుకో ఓకే వాస్ ఫైన్ సో దిస్ అబౌట్ రైటింగ్ యువర్ making your selections dynamic boss. In the real time you would have lot of cases where you'll have to extract data for current month, current year, current quarter atla konni selections untu. That's how you start implementing logic. So if I know current date, can I pick current year from it? From the current date, if I pick first 4 characters, it is my what? Year. Ante. Clear? Okay, good. Now same way ఇది ఇండియన్స్ ఇఫ్ యాజ్ అన్ ఇండియన్ మై థాట్ గోస్ దిస్ వే బట్ ఇంకా ఎక్స్ట్రీమ్కి ఇట్స్ అ సింపుల్ వన్ బట్ యూ కెన్ స్టిల్ మేక్ ఇట్ మోర్ కాంప్లికేట్ మోర్ ఆప్టమైజ్ సొల్యూషన్ బస్ యూఆర్ డూయింగ్ దిస్ వే ఎవ్రీ డే బస్ ఫర్ సమ్ రీజన్ డ్యూ టు అన్ హాలిడే they have not run this info package on let's say today is 9th, right? Let's say they have not run on 9th. So 9th day has passed. Now what is, let's say now the day is what, 10th. If I run my info package now, it brings data for what? For what? 10th. Am I missing it? Or am I not missing because we have because if it is error I could have found out first. Job is not run, there is no failure, I never knew that it was missed out. Clear? So later there is some ticket from the user after say 2-3 days, but I am not able to see some transactions at all. I am not able to see some transactions. Now what we'll start comparing the data from our report versus the source. Then ultimately we come out with analysis saying, boss, the records of 9th Jan 2014 were missing out, because then when I check the log of this, then I come to a conclusion that RO's load run galedanna. Because the loading was not done with that date, it has failed. Yes or no? So will that be support? How do you solve this problem now? You should go about remove this routine, maintain the current date, execute again, put the routine back. Will it make sense in the production environment? In the production environment, will you be able to change all this bus? Now Infopackage will be able to change generally, but we should not expect to change things in the routine or something in the production environment. No. So one option could be, if it is full, one option could be what? I can create a copy of this. Rebuild data for 2014.01.09. They maintain that copy like this. When I go to this copy, then here you remove the selections. Now give your date and then run this. Like this you can use the copy and then do it. Okay, boss, fine. Okay, no, boss. Yes or no? Yeah. Still, now can I think this is one option of one solution. Another solution is what I want to do. Look at this. You can even think, how many of you know ABAP here? So you can even think to a stage like this. Look at this. Whenever you have to go into this code, okay, and what this should check is, this should check all the requests of my data source, find out the latest request of yesterday, till yesterday, what was processed, find out the selections of that, and get that selection as a low date and the current date as high date. అర్థమైంది అంటే ఇప్పుడు ఏమవుతుందంటే సపోజ్ 8th రోజు రన్ అయింది, 9th రోజు రన్ చేయలే, 8th it has run, 9th it does not run. On the 10th when the load runs in, if you implement this logic, it automatically picks 8 as low date and 10th as high date. So I may not missing that 9th. So I am streamlining the process. So Simple, but I can make it more optimized solution. So what I'll do, my logic of the date would be what? The low date would be the date when the previous load has run, and the high date would be current date. In the full బిందాసా ఎప్పుడన్నా రన్ చేసుకోబ్బా అన్నట్టుంటాము అవునా కదా బస్. సో యూ షుడ్ స్టార్ట్ థింకింగ్ అవుట్ దట్ వే బస్. సింపుల్ కరెంట్ డేటే కానీ ఇట్ క్యాన్ గెట్ ఇన్ టు దట్ ఎక్స్ట్రీమ్ కేసెస్ ఆల్సో వేర్ you try to perform, see, all the requests of your data source would be in some table, some standard table. You do a basically select statement on the table, get the latest request, and for that you pick up the selections and then do that. See, I can show you the logic. You can write, you can try it out. Go to SC11. You'll have a table called RSREQ done. There is a standard table which will have information about every request which is loaded into BW. Every instance of Infopackage, you will get to see the request here. If you go in, do we have data source here? Where is it? Data source is not there. Let me just check once. I have Infopackage, but still see, go to the standard table. I want to see of Infopackage. Okay, I know my Infopackage name. Fire bottom. See. So now when I go to this table and give the Infopackage name here, it will show me all the requests which are processed. Suppose if I sort descending on the same 9th, right? If I sort descending on this, yeah, you get the latest one at the top. What is the latest request of the top? K09L, right? If you go to monitor, pick up the latest request of today's. Is it 09L? Yes or no? So you can go to RSREQ done standard table, find out the latest request of my Infopackage. Now you got the request number, right? Catch hold of this, then go to one more table, yeah. Again go to SC11. RSL done. Go to this. If you give the request number here, you will find the selections what is gone. Look at this. For this request, for this order date, what is this from value bus? Now can I, with this logic, can I know what was the selection it has run that with? అంటే డేటా సోర్స్లో ఉన్న లేటెస్ట్ రిక్వెస్ట్ ఏ డేటా సెలెక్షన్తో రన్ అనేది తెలుస్తుంది. టేక్ దిస్ డేట్, పుట్ ఇన్ టు ద లో వాల్యూ and put your current date into high value. You will ever miss him? That's it. You want to see this, right? How do we write this? I'll try.
So if we loading data daily, is it possible?
One second. You getting what I'm saying? See, this is what real time scenario was. When you want to do some, you say, I want to know real time. What is the real time?
So then we have to again change the routine. After loading, doing this thing.
Which one?
You are loading again the missed date. Right?
No. If I write like this will automate everything. When you miss 1 day, 2 days, it will take care of it. Don't worry. So what it will do? So, boss, L underscore T underscore range was a normal internal table. I know I am making it complex for people who don't know web. It's better you face it now instead of facing after 1 month or 2 months. Okay. See, L underscore T underscore range is internal table. It will have memory only allocated during runtime of the program. But what are the tables I am seeing? RSREQ done or RS cell done. Okay. That will be standard tables. Okay, whenever you want to read data from the database tables, we use select statement. So select. What is that you want to select from this table first? This is the column I want to select, right? Go top, select. What is this field? RNR. Select RNR. I can say select single also. I cannot say single. I think. Select RNR. Okay. From which table you want to select? From which table? RS, REQ done. Into Mundra Tarawat from Tarawat. And say into some variable, I'll say LV underscore RNR or REQUEST request. Okay. I'll give you where class. Where? What is it? Where? I would say what? This is my info package ID, right? Where I'll say logical pack ID is equal to what? My info package name. What was info package name? So info package is string. So is it going to return lot of records first? It is going to return lot of records. Okay. So I'll say I would like to do order by so that the latest one comes at the top. Order by which fields first? Date and time. So I want to get the technical names of it. Datum. And what? Time. ఇది మల్టిపుల్ రికార్డ్స్ వస్తుందా ఇట్లా సెలెక్ట్ సింగిల్ రాయలేం కదా సెలెక్ట్ సింగిల్ రాయలేం కదా ఇక్కడ అవును ఇప్పుడు కూడా నాకు ఒక రికార్డే కదా సార్ట్ చేస్తాను ఫస్ట్ సెలెక్ట్ టాప్ 1 అట్లా ఏమైనా ఉందా ఫస్ట్ రికార్డ్ అని అప్ టు 1 రో అని ఉందా సెలెక్ట్ అప్ టు 1 రో అని ఉందా నౌ ఐ వాంట్ రీడ్ ఓన్లీ సీ ఇట్ ఇస్ సార్టెడ్ నౌ but I'm just using normal variable. I just collect that only the request number, the topmost one.
Single record అంటే యాక్చువల్గా మనం స్పెసిఫిక్
ప్రైమరీ కీ పెడితేనే వస్తుంది
డేటా ఫీల్డ్ స్పెసిఫిక్గా స్పెసిఫై చేస్తేనే సింగిల్గా తీసుకోవాలి డేటా ఫీల్డ్ మనం స్పెసిఫై చేయాలి
I'll declare this variable declare చేస్తా ఏమంటే డేటా LV underscore variable type but only thing is what I'm saying is I'm doing where clause on this logical pack ID which is not a primary key. So when I go with this saying info pack, so when I say info pack so and so name, it is going to first result to be lot of tables first. At that time sorting it, but I want to pick only the first request number here. Should I collect the internal table and then take in, or that's the only option? ఫస్ట్ రికార్డ్ ఒకటి వస్తుందా వన్ సెకండ్ I think it is expecting end select, I think, right? What is it? 9 OL. So I'm getting what I wanted. Okay, that's fine. So since I should end this select here, done. So now I got the request number in this variable was. Now from this request number I need to log into another table and get the selection from it. Okay. So select this and I'll say again one more select. What should I select from this table now? What is from value? from what is this here? Low, yeah, select low. From which table? From RS cell done. Say, let me say into LV low date something, yeah. Where, what is it, where my RNR, yeah, is equal to what? LV request what I have got. First we, okay. What is LR sequence number 1, so that I can write single, yeah. LNR is 1, okay. And I'll say, and LNR is equal to 1. Since I am doing where clause on both the primary key fields, okay, it will be fast, so I can write it out. Instead of writing, I can say select single, I can say. If your where clause is not on the primary key, I cannot write single, because this time I was doing where clause on non-primary key, so I can't write single, okay. And this, okay. And I can also say multiple selections. And IOBJ name, yeah. I want to read only for this one. What is this? What a field name, right? So field name should be what? Where field name is equal to order key. So read only, because one Infopackage might have selections of different fields. Read only selection of my field only, order key, and then now it comes into this. Now let me declare one more variable. LV underscore what is it? LV underscore low date, where I'm collecting in. It's like a date, right? Type, I can say low date is hello was char 45 it is, right? Type RS load. Okay, was but this is going to become as very big character 45, and it convert that to a date type. So what I'll do, let me declare one more variable of date, LV underscore date, type side datum. I'm declaring a variable of similar to a side datum. Then I'll say I can check whether a select statement is able to successfully get the records or not. I can say if size subbar C is 0, end if, and within this, what I'll do is what are the load date you're getting, I'm putting this into what? The date variable, LV underscore date equal to okay. So I'm going to get the date into this LV underscore date variable. Now I'll start before modifying. Now once I've calculated my date what I wanted, I'll start assigning them to my table. Or what is the output table? L underscore T underscore range hyphen sign equal to what? I L underscore T underscore range hyphen low equal there's one more option equal to what? This time I'm going with range, right? I'll say what? Between, BT for between bus. L underscore T underscore range hyphen low equal to what? Low equal to what? The date what I collected, the date of the previous request, yeah? Yes or no, boss, yeah? And what will be high? L underscore T underscore range hyphen high is equal to what? Side datum. And then the record gets modified. Okay? Clear, syntax check. It's all fine. Clear, boss? Just save. Now what will be the selections now? The latest request selection is 9th Jan 2014. Today date is also 9th Jan 2014. So what does it take? Low will be same date, high also will be same date. For now, today it's okay. But tomorrow it will take what? 9 as a low date, 10 as a current date it takes. Yeah. You can see the selection what it has taken. Now, it has taken the range. You can click this. Order date, include between from is what? 2014-019 and 2014-019. Yeah? You will understand more if I can debug this, okay? How will you debug this? Put breakpoint. It will come to the breakpoint now. So what will be the next statement? Next is a select statement. What it is trying to do? It is selecting select RNR from which table bus? RS REQ done lo RS RNR అనే ఫీల్డ్ రీడ్ చేసిన దాన్ని ఈ వేరియబుల్ పెట్టు రీడ్ అన్ని చాలా రికార్డ్స్ ఉంటాయి కానీ నా రికార్డ్ రీడ్ చేయాల్సింది ఏంది లాజికల్ ప్యాక్ ఐడి అనేది ప్యాక్ ఈ ఇన్ఫో ప్యాకేజ్ పేరు అయినప్పుడే సాటిస్ఫై అయినప్పుడే రీడ్ చేయి దాంట్లో కూడా సార్ట్ చేస్తే ఏది పై సార్ట్ చేసినప్పుడు సార్టెడ్ లేటెస్ట్ పైకి వస్తుంది ఆ పైన ఉన్న రిక్వెస్ట్ మాత్రం దీంట్లోకి వస్తుంది సో ఐఎమ్ ఎండింగ్ సిన్స్ ఐఎమ్ నాట్ యూజింగ్ సెలెక్ట్ సింగిల్ ఇయర్ ఐఎమ్ ఎండింగ్ ఇట్ అవుట్ సో అల్టిమేట్లీ LV_ రిక్వెస్ట్లో నా లేటెస్ట్ రిక్వెస్ట్ వచ్చి పడుతుంది once I get the request number then what I am doing based on the request number and sequence number as one and the field name I am reading from where I want to read the selections of the request. Once I know the request number I am reading the selections from RS_cell_done get the low value of it and what is the low I am getting I am putting into what LV low date but LV low date is what it's a character with 45 but I need to change it to date format so what I have done I create a variable of LV date of date format I am assigning it in automatic date I will get converted when I assign a character to a variable value of date I am converting the date type and that was I am putting it low and then high is current date. Now let's execute this statement. Now first LV request is blank, yes or no boss? LV request is blank. Now when I execute one line now the request number is calculated. Now once the select statement is executed it brings my request number boss. అన్నీ నా లాస్ట్ బయటకు వచ్చేసరికి నాది మిగులుతుంది ఓకే ఓ ఇది అసెండింగ్ ఆర్డర్ పెట్టి లాస్ట్ మనం మిగులుతుంది యాక్చువల్గా ఇట్ ఈస్ ఫెచ్చింగ్ ఆల్ I said order by right so I am not putting descending so it is basically ascending order only the last what is left out is coming out for me boss అనుకోని రాసిన కరెక్ట్ రాసినాం ఓకే now so ultimately in L_ what is which request number left out boss ida this was yeah. Why it is now this one because we already run one request now just recently that is considered to be the latest request now. To show you that range I have run it once right okay kada boss ఇప్పుడు ఇక్కడ ఇదే టేబుల్లోకి వెళ్ళి 5 ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అగైన్ నీకు ఇంకా కొత్తగా కనిపిస్తుంది ఇప్పుడు 9OL లేదు ఇప్పుడు 5SF by that is request which we just run now right yes or no boss yeah? And then now for this request it will start reading LO date F5 now what is this LO low date bus so and so now let me see if size of bus is 0 because it is successful read the select statement now what will be this value LV date is blank now the low date gets assigned to the LV date now 2014-0109 comes in that will go to low value that will go to high value and high value is current date now let's observe this table L_T_. Now to get the low value is this and high value is this. If it is tomorrow 9 and then high value would be what 10 and then the table gets modified and then that's it. So this is about you can make it more this is real time. Even in real time they do selections even lab we do selection okay but in the lab there is no one forcing you to write a code like this even if you give current date manually there is no one stopping you but in the real time if you have a tough customer you would always expect a optimized solution for it and when it's optimized without manual intervention everything should be taken care by the system itself that's what it is clear yeah?